truth, be yourself, celebrate being who you are, be proud to be a woman, and you're as good as everybody else, and just put your best foot forward.
Good morning, Graham Bloxton for Wellington Live and Wellington in your pocket, and I'm out in Porirua today. We've just driven out along the motorway. Today I am with the lovely Anita Baker, the Mayor of Porirua, who's, I think, sitting on a thriving gold zone out here. Can we do a fist pump?
Can.
Yes. Welcome to Wellington Live.
Thank you.
Anita, how are things going?
I think they're actually going really well. Our community's thriving, even though COVID's around. You know, we're booming in the housing industry, so it's a great place to live.
Mm-hmm. And so when I come out here, I see the malls very, very big. I see the community. You know, you've got this beautiful centre over here. How are the people feeling out here in the community?
Well, I think people are actually really happy. You know, we've got obviously some issues where we've taken the cars off beach at Tidai Bay, so that's upset a few people. Other people are wrapped because the beaches are packed and you can walk down there now. But everyone's really confident. More and more people are wanting to live here, more houses. It's the great vibe in the city.
Look, I was the rep for my sins in the past with Benson and Hedges and up at Waitangarua there at the Top Tavern, and how that area has changed up in there. The social housing, how are you working? How are the people? Are they getting new houses? Is the community getting looked after up there?
I remember the Top Tavern days. So obviously we've got the pool next door. In future, I think it's 2024, we're planning on building a new centre in Cannons Creek, a new council building of some type, whether it be a library or a centre that they can go to. So that's what's missing. Kāinga Ora are doing an amazing job up there with extra housing. We're working brilliantly with government. So that's a 20-year process, but they've started really well. So it's a huge area, I suppose, but there's lots of private people now coming in. Developers have picked up houses where there was one state house, there now might be 5 units. And in the old days where people go, oh, you don't live in Porirua East, it's now the place to live. It's a fantastic, diverse community, the sort of the area for our Pacific, which we just love. So I think that's the difference in Porirua. We're very diverse, which is something to celebrate.
What's the problem with that shopping centre behind the mall? When I come out of the mall, I like going out there. It just seems dead.
The mall is in Porirua?
Yeah, North City. Just when you come out of the back there, it just seems... But what's going to happen there?
We put a new playground in there, a stage and all those sort of things, but it's actually attracting the right shops. So there's lots of $2 shops or the lower shops. There's some fantastic restaurants, Tuk Tuk, the Indian takeaway, there's Diwali. There's a lot of different diverse places to eat, but we actually need more shops. But a lot of people just go into the mall and they don't realise they can come out. Yeah.
Have you got a plan for that, or is it on your radar? Because that is epic territory, and we can't believe that it's just sitting there like that.
I know, we're trying to entice developers in. We would love to have housing in the city centre. That brings more people in. We've had good opportunities there. Obviously the Post Hotel is there and that has housing as well, but we'd like some more developers to come in. We've got places, that was the old Challenge site, there's something interesting coming there. Ngāti Taua are picking up land within the city and have got some really good plans. So I think long term you'll see some really good developments coming.
Oh, no, not to highlight the smaller businesses, but the bigger ones that bring people in. What are they in Porirua?
Well, obviously Whitakers is our biggest business here, so that's really good, people come in for that. But with the Mitsubishi Todd Motors site, there's heaps of businesses up there that we've got more government ones coming out, but there's lots of small ones too, little breweries in Titahi Bay, fantastic cafes. They're all in our suburbs as well, so Porirua has lots of little villages, Plimerton, Whitby, Pawahatanui. You know, you can follow the coffee trail anywhere. The old homestead, so there's so many places to go. Yeah.
And just on celebrating Wellington's woman, we talked about that, Anita, and if there was some advice that you would give a 20-year-old yourself, what would that be?
Tell the truth, be yourself, celebrate being who you are, be proud to be a woman, and you're as good as everybody else, and just put your best foot forward.
Awesome, that's really lovely. Well, I'm going to put you under a little bit of pressure now. Wellington in your pocket is an experience engine, so we can glue anything on the web together to make experience, which probably saves people that pressure of what are we doing tonight.
Yep.
So what would you do if you had 3 hours and you wanted to join a few things together?
Oh, 3 hours. If I had come in on the train, I would probably jump off the train. I'd go to Get Fix Bicycle Cafe on the waterfront, pick up a bike, zip out to Titahi Bay and go to T-Bay Cafe, come right round the waterfront again, go to Adrenaline Forest, zipping through the trail. You can go to Bottomley Park from there, and that's an amazing bike trail, through to Whitby and then round to the cafe there at Nish, round to Ground Up, which is another fabulous one, onto the walkway trail which goes all the way around to Plimmerton, fish and chips on the beach and back again.
Wow, so you'd get a bike, you'd go for a big ride, you get a couple of Americanos along the way and fish and chips. Would you take someone with you?
Oh, of course, I'd take Phil, my partner.
Excellent.
And that would be probably on an e-bike. You could go slower, but I mean, we've got fantastic restaurants. I have to say I love Tuk Tuk and Cobb & Co. Can't really not go there.
Have you got a Cobb & Co?
We absolutely have.
Well, you've heard it all here in Porirua. What a vibrant city, what as you say, beautiful villages. Thank you for joining in Wellington Live, and have a great day.